Hey guys, Adrian here for the Digital Dojos, and today we're going to be taking a look at a comparison between two devices on two different OS platforms. That is the Nexus 7 on Android. In this case, it's on Paranoid Android. It is a rooted Nexus 7 off of the Jelly Bean. And we have my iPhone 5, which is on iOS 6. We're going to be comparing two things that are related to voice, and that is Siri and Google Search. Now I know they're a little bit different. Siri is more dubbed as a personal assistant, while Google Search is a little bit different, but they are, and there's apps you can get on the Nexus to do more assistant-like features, but nonetheless it does cover what you need to do, most of the things that Siri would need you to do. So for example, again, we're looking at a tablet and a phone here, but generally the same, voice functionality, whether you're asking it for directions, etc. So the first thing we're going to ask it to do is something like basic calculation. So we'll start off with Siri here, and they're both obviously equidistant to me. A little bit farther because there's a camera between the devices, but nonetheless, let's go here. What is 10 plus 10?
Checking on that.
So you can see,
found this.
You can see here, and if I manually focus here, sorry, you can see the device says, whoops, 10 plus 10 gives you 20, so worked out there. Alright, so it doesn't give you feedback necessarily, it gives you more of a sheet, a rap sheet of the results. So let's go ahead and try it on the Nexus here. What is 5 plus 5?
The answer is 10.
And you can see how much faster that little, that was much faster on the Nexus here. Again, sorry for the focus here, but you can see, again, that was much faster on the Nexus, though on the iPhone 5, you were given kind of a more of a detailed rap sheet of the answer. It gives you, I guess I asked it 10 plus 10 on this, did I? I thought I said 5 plus 5, maybe I was wrong. Anyways, this did give you the answer. This also gave you a number line and some other stuff. This is all populated by Wolfram Alpha. Let me try and go back into focus here a little bit more. Alright, so let's ask it a little bit more complicated question dealing with location. Find me the nearest sushi restaurants.
Looking for sushi restaurants. I found 15 sushi restaurants.
And again, here we go.
10 of them are fairly close to you. I've sorted them by distance.
Did here is it gave you distance. It gave you the audio feedback as well. It's sorted out by distance here. You can see this one's 1.1 miles away from me. These are all Japanese sushi restaurants within my locations. A lot of them don't have reviews, but you can see here it gave me at least 5 for 10 plus restaurants. So there you go. That was pretty decent. Whoops. All right, let me put that down here. Now let's try this on the Google Nexus 7. Or the Nexus 7. Ready? Find me the nearest sushi restaurants.
Getting directions.
And again, that was pretty fast. And you can see these are both tied to the same Wi-Fi. And you can see here, I had a little bar to load there. And once I can say get directions here. And that will give me directions if I was to click to this. You can say I get driving directions to a certain area. And then if I click it here, I guess that doesn't want to work. I guess this is the directions, this map right here. If I was to click it, does it do anything or no? I guess not. But that does give you, see, it gives you one place, and I guess this is the closest. I'm not sure what it bases it off of. It just says getting directions. So again, you don't get that audio feedback that you want on Siri, but nonetheless, it does give you results, and it is pretty fast. Okay. With that, let's try something dealing with movies, and we'll start with the Nexus this time. What are the latest movies playing? So you can see in that situation, it gave me a Google search. And when I asked it the question on what are the latest movies playing, now I'm going to try this on the Siri. What are the latest movies playing?
I can't get showtimes for Okinawa.
Alright, so in that case, I'm in a pretty, see the issue with this is I'm in a pretty remote location. I'm overseas, so it may not be able to find the theater. So let's ask a different question. Let's say, what are the top movies in the theater? Whoops, see, you can see there it actually got that wrong.
For movies.
But it's still...
Probably start an argument, but
so,
here's a list of highly regarded movies.
You can see there, I didn't get the word theater at all, but it still gave me the highly regarded top movies here, and I'm guessing this is based off, Rotten Tomatoes, so it gave me 19 films of the top movies here. And you can see these are actually out of date, so these are old movies. These aren't the latest movies. It just gave me top movies. So maybe if I was to ask that on the Nexus, let's see what it says here. What are the top movies? Again, it just gives me a search result, and actually it got that wrong too. It couldn't judge what I was saying there. So in essence, I mean, if you talk to these devices and you try them each out, they are a little bit different. Siri will give you more audio-visual or audio-visual feedback, and that I can also ask it questions. For example, if I was to ask it, "How are you doing?"
I feel good.
You can see there it gives me a response. Well, if I was to ask that to the Nexus, obviously, "How are you doing?" It focuses on giving you search results quick and fast, and not really giving you that whole assistant thing. There is assistant apps available on Android, so it is a little bit out of comparison. But if you're looking for search, all that, the Nexus will give you that fast delivery, give you those basic results that you need, whether they're directions and stuff like that. But for more everyday things, for more assistant-like features where you want something that will be your daily driver, Siri does a little bit better job of that than right now. Google doesn't have that assistant-like features packed into stuff like this Nexus 7 or Android or Jelly Bean in general, but it does have a really fast, really swift Google search, built into it. So you saw earlier when I was looking for results for directions or anything like that, the response is instant, especially with the calculations. It's really fast, really quick, even if you're doing like things like conversions, etc. So this is just a quick example of the two devices here. This is the iPhone 5 running Siri, and this is the Nexus 7 on the Google, running the Google search that's built in. Thanks for watching. More content upcoming on the Nexus 7 and iPhone 5. For more content, head over to digitaldojos.com.